This is how I wash dishes in here.
So you don't have a bathroom, huh?
No.
You miss having a bath?
Well, sometimes. And I have to pee in the middle of the night. Otherwise, no. I don't mind.
You never wanted to take a bath anyway, huh?
No, I love baths. You know, I took like 4 baths while I was at my mom's house this weekend. My mom just couldn't believe it. She's going, God, you really are depraved.
Yes, when I called, I was lost on the way to her house. And her mother answers the phone and says, Allison's in the shower.
I took 4 showers. Well, actually baths. Well, it's like 2 showers and 2 baths.
Well, how many
one
do you
day.
usually get? What, on one day?
In one day. And usually I don't get to take any. The only way I can take a shower is to run across the street at Jack Lalanne's. Usually I go running. I try to run a couple miles every day or every other day. And then I run over to Jack's in the morning or after I finish jogging and clean up. Jack's isn't too bad, but it's kind of dirty, you know. I don't think that they've changed the carpeting in the place since it was built. It's original. It's got this really shit-colored gold carpeting. It's like matted down, and it's gross.
Oh, God, it's too bad. I was going to join that, but I just won't go in the pool, right?
Yeah, the pool's really bad. See those goggles over there? I have to wear goggles when I go swimming because even when I go there and I swim on my back even to avoid getting chlorine in my eyes, and it's so strong that
you can smell
even
it,
when
right?
I go like this, I come out and my eyes are bloodshot red. I mean, really ugly red.
Yeah.
I look like I've been on drugs, and I don't even do any drugs really. I hardly do any drugs at all.
Why not?
I don't need it. I got plenty of energy. Yeah, some place or whatever. I'm having a real huge one done.
Oh, they're doing one for you?
Yeah. I want to try to make posters out of it and sell it. It's a picture of Mount Crested Butte, and it turned out pretty good. Oh, this is like a real neat book. It's just like Instamatic pictures that Eric and I shot of Hoover Dam. This is like one of my favorite experiences. We shot all these. Neither of us had a camera then. My cameras were just stolen, and Erica got this Instamatic that she borrowed. We borrowed an Instamatic camera, and we shot these pictures.
I've been in shape like that sometimes. It's really depressing.
But the pictures turned out wonderful. They're really great. Some of my favorite shots.
Oh, I'd like to see
Hoover
that
Dam.
sometime.
I have to show them to you. Anyway, this is one of my favorite books. It's about fasting. I like to fast. I used to fast a lot, but I don't too much anymore. I just did last week for 3 days. I try to do it in 3 days because it cleans out your whole system.
Why'd you like to fast so much?
I guess it makes me high. I don't know. You get kind of weak and you can think clearer somehow, and yet you space out. So it's a different experience. It's much better than doing any drugs. You can see things, and you start seeing things. Just because you haven't eaten and you get kind of weak. You can't work and fast at the same time, though.
What's up there on top there?
Where? Right here?
Yeah.
That's Erica.
I think
somebody
it's too
shot
dark.
a picture of her, yeah. Somebody shot this picture of her. I don't even know.
But that's not you, huh?
No, I didn't do it. It's kind of neat. Kind of a neat picture. Oh gosh. I don't know if I have any of my favorite books in this book rack at all. I don't know. There's some of them
By the window?
Yes, most of them I think are over there. Kind of like this book about African art, though. It's kind of interesting. I like African art. Because I like masks and things like that. They're sort of... They go back to a real kind of basic thought that people sort of just did things, and I don't know, I guess they still do now, but a lot of their art is real sexual.
You don't think art's sexual now?
Well, I guess it is, but in a different sense. They always made things look sexual, but they didn't look like what they were supposed to look like. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but it's like the proportions. Look at the proportions in this. I mean, all the proportions are really bizarre. That's what I really like about it the most. The faces are like, look at this. It's weird. I put it all away and I get it all where it's supposed to be, and then I take it all out again, and then it ends up all over, and I have a pile here and a pile there. Now I've got everything all over again. No matter how hard I try it always just sort of, they come out, you know.
What are you trying to decide now?
I'm sort of trying to decide what slides to put in my portfolio. And I think I pretty much have most of them, except for the Pepsi Cola. I haven't screened them out at all, and I've got like about 15 pages that I have to go through and pick maybe, 20 shots out. I don't even know. It's real hard.
Tell me how you do portraits of people.
People are like my favorite things to shoot because emotionally you can deal with them on a level of energy, and that's pretty much how I shoot. I let the person do what they feel, and I let their personality form and come out. I let them express what they feel at the time, and I try to enhance that. I try to bring that out in them by talking to them about what's important to them. I usually have to know the person in order to shoot them. Sometimes I don't know them, but if I don't, and they're not a very open person, then it usually comes off like I don't know them and, they're not really into it. So I kind of like to know them so that they open up to me, and then I get a specific moment. I can capture that. That's what I wait for. I just sort of wait. Sometimes I shoot like 12 rolls of film, and I know that when I'm shooting it, it's not the picture, and I just keep shooting, and I keep shooting, and I know it's no good, but I keep telling the person, I say, this is great, this is great, this is great.
Why do you do that?
Because then it is great, it becomes great. If it wasn't great before, it is. By the time, I get finished saying it's great, it's great, it's great,
How
But usually the people that I shoot are great, so it's not something that I just inject into them. When they do something that I like on film, then I try to bring it out more. And that's all. Like Bobby DeChico, he's got a real different personality in the way of charm. His energy comes out in a real stylized form. He likes the Stones. When I shot him, I brought this radio up on the roof so that we could listen to the Stones, and we put that tape in there, and he's listening to Start Me Up right then, and you can see that's, he's dancing to that, and that's how we got into it. We both were singing and just getting real crazy. It was a lot of fun. And that's usually the way things work out. I don't always use music though, it depends on the person. I hardly ever use music at all. I don't like anybody else to be around. Usually I have to work on a one-to-one basis. If somebody else is watching, it usually inhibits the person and myself. I have to be real close to the person that I'm shooting. Oh, I lost my earring.
Oh, gotta keep that on.
Yeah. But they're not even mine, they're fine. basically. Yeah. So, I don't know. I like to shoot people the most.
What about all those great rooms you do?
I really like interiors a lot because it's the opposite of a person, basically, to me. It's I love to do people, but at the same time, when I do a room, there's nobody else, and it's all up to me. I have to create whatever it is there. I have to enhance whatever's already there, and I can't change it at all, really. I have to shoot it as it is. And it's an inanimate thing, so it's not going to talk back, it's not going to say anything to you, you know.
Okay.
I don't know where to put this.
That's unusual.
Yeah, I always have everything all over. This is my new portfolio book. Isn't it wonderful? This is one of my greatest investments, I think. It's got these little handles and everything. So excited I got this Pan Pacific camera, my favorite place to go. But it's just so slick. I had to have it, you know. It cost $50, but I think it's worth it. It's just beautiful. It's made in France. Those frogs, you know.
Do you have any money?
I don't have any money. Are you kidding? I put it on my account. Put everything on my account. It's only up to $200, so that's not too bad. I got to make $200 in another few weeks, I guess, or something. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. Yeah.